is live. Ah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Streamer of the Month interview number 4. This time we have Rockfairy, who is an amazing artist, did all my channel emotes, and has done some awesome commissions that she shared with us in the Discord. So, let's jump into the wonderful world of Rockfairy. Hello.
Hi.
How you
I
doing?
have no idea how people do that. Is it normal to use Discord for this double webcam thing?
Yes.
Alright. Just a question. But hi, everyone. Yeah, as you said, I'm an artist, illustrator, you could say. It's more a combination of design and art I'm trying to go for. But yeah. And I like playing games and streaming, so I came into the streaming world, saw the need, and was like, this is something I would actually enjoy doing.
Fair enough. Mandatory question. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I mean, it was a bit of pain. I wanted to try on Bob Ross painting this weekend, today, to be honest. And I found out I cannot do because I'm missing one essential
Oh.
part. I will have it next week, so yeah. It was a little bumper, but otherwise, I'm doing great.
Okay, so tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm 22 years old. I live in Germany. I study programming, even though I'm very, very lazy with that. And I hope I finish this study because it's the only study I'm interested in, unfortunately. So I better do finish it and get less lazy with that. I like trying out new stuff. I especially like cute and lovely stuff when it comes to my interests.
Cute and lovely stuff.
Yeah, like when it comes to games or shows, I don't like it when it's too brutal and only fighting. I don't know, I just don't enjoy it. I rather like cute stories, or especially when it comes to anime, I really enjoy romance anime and slice of life over
Weeb.
fighting.
Weeb. No, I'm
Yeah,
messing with you.
I like anime, cartoons, all sorts of stuff. I have a huge collection of mangas at home, so call me
Awesome.
whatever you want.
I've got comics. I've got manga. I've got figurines.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
I have actually a few comics. Most of them are from My Little Pony. Yeah, it was a present.
So what inspired you to start streaming?
Actually, it's just out of curiosity. When we moved in our apartment, we had better internet, and I upgraded my PC. And my boyfriend was like, "You could do videos if you wanted." And I was like, "Okay." I recorded and deleted. Recorded, deleted. And then he was like, "You also can do streaming. Then you don't have the urge of listening to your own voice," which is quite nice. But yeah, I just
the
tried it out
the
and loving
troubles
it since.
the troubles of editing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I did a few videos. I wanted to have an active art YouTube channel. I'm terrible at that, but
Well, I used to be
the
quite.
good part
I
is,
used to be quite active on YouTube, so I feel that pain, that pain of sitting back and watching like an hour of footage for like a 20-minute video of just
yeah,
listening to yourself and going, oh, why?
yeah. I started doing some art videos. That's quite nice because you don't cut out the process. All you do is you take the video, speed it up, and put it together.
Yeah,
Because
and
if I
then
make
maybe
breaks or
maybe
stuff.
do a voiceover.
Yeah, I did one with a voiceover actually, is Eternal one next to the speed up to try that out. Yeah, I had a lot of ideas, but in a point where I have more time.
Definitely. Well, making videos does take a lot of time.
Yeah.
The only easy way to get around that is literally just stream it and then upload it raw.
Yeah, that's also an option.
But again, you've got that it's live and it's gonna take like 4 hours to do. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and
no,
I like the
I
interaction with the chat a lot.
so it was literally just a I don't want to listen to myself. I'm struggling
It
to
was
sort of,
I want to experience the world, and streaming felt easier at the beginning to do. And so I started it and started to loving it. I also like how to interact with the chat, not just as a streamer, also as a chatter itself. When you have not the huge chat that is filled with comments every millisecond, but you actually can have conversations. I think that's quite nice.
yeah. It's one of the reasons I actively seek out like smaller streamers.
Yeah,
And
actually, I don't follow much bigger ones, and the only one I watch is Bob Ross, and the chat is still great to read. You don't need a conversation. The chat is great anyway.
well, it's kind of hard to have a conversation with Bob Ross, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately. But it's still
He
nice.
would have
He's
been like
such
number.
a positive attitude. I enjoy it.
He had.
Yeah. And he will always live in his videos.
Yeah. So what like? So that inspired you to start streaming, just sort of out of the
Yeah.
pure. I don't want to call it laziness, but the more accessibility that streaming gave you compared to doing videos on YouTube.
Yeah. Curiosity and
Mm.
just trying out what works for me.
That leads me into the next question of what games or content do you find the most fun to stream? Like, what do you personally find as games or content to be the most enjoyable to stream overall?
Overall, I really enjoy the chillness of an art stream. I sometimes have my motivation lacking and then I do less of these, but in general, it's a nice way because you have everything chill, no stress, and you can listen to any music you want if you have music request on, which I did a while. You can easily change stuff if they get stuff wrong and all everything. But recently I played a lot of League.
Mm.
I do enjoy these because I enjoy the game a lot. But if I would have
Hold
to
on. Like,
choose the art stream, it's
I was
best.
lurking on one of your streams recently. What the fuck have they done to my bottom and top lane? Why is there like a little alcove?
You mean the new little extra thing? I have no idea why they did
Why?
that. They just decided, hey, we need some extra space on the map now to make quality strategic moves, which no one does.
No.
Because every time I try to use that stuff, I
Oh,
normally just
it's a death trap. I can
mistake it.
like it's a mistake. Like as soon as I saw that, I just went. They've done fucked up.
Yeah. Otherwise, I like also playing story-based games, but of course these are harder for people to follow.
Visual novels.
If they're interesting, that as well, yeah, depends.
Mm.
But it's nice to have a story to read out, even though I have to see when I do it, especially when my boyfriend now studies for his study doing projects and stuff. I'm intent to talk louder,
Yeah.
to pronounce the different kinds of voices, trying to give it some character to the different voices, and
And
then I annoy
so,
him.
and so, little Michael set on out on his path to discovering how great of an adventure he could have in the outer world. Oh boy,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
probably terrible in it. I don't even know how it sounds. I'm scared, especially for those streams, to listen to my audio.
Mm.
But
Which
yeah,
I can understand. A lot of people hate hearing their own voice. I think I'm a bit of an edge case where I don't really give a shit. Like I'm more focused on making sure everything's running smoothly, and
yeah,
it's not like I like hearing my voice, but it doesn't bother me in a sense of I've got more important stuff to focus on, like this audio quality and like if anything needs changing.
Mm.
But that's something like you'll never get over that. Like the fact that you don't like your own voice, listening
I
back to
guess you
stuff.
get used to it at some point if you
Mm,
do it more
to
often.
to like it becomes more bearable, but you've always got that. I don't like this.
I wonder how these great singer does it.
mm.
Or is it just people who have a terrible voice? Then again, I got told my voice is cute. I can't believe there's people, but I got told it.
I don't believe you, but yes.
Thank you for trying to smooth my feelings.
So, in the now we've explored a bit more what you like to stream and what you find most fun to stream. Is there
Mm.
anyone you look up to as a streamer or content creator model that is currently alive? Because I know you would say Bob Ross.
Yeah, I wouldn't see him as a content creator model. Like, I like
No,
his
no,
attitude,
actually, yeah, no, he would
but
technically be a content creator because of all the like tapes and videos of him. So he
yeah,
was,
he's definitely a content creator, but not in a way that you can look up to if you want to be successful on Twitch, because the Twitch
yeah,
channel itself is just reruns of episodes that exist. He's definitely a very remarkable person, but no one I look up to in a way of content creating, more in art, and in his positive attitude. I like
mm,
that. Um, but for living people, there's one artist I haven't watched her recently that much, but I really enjoyed her style, and she's really nice. Her name is Colors or C Colors, and I think there's some numbers at the end for her Twitch panel. I forgot the numbers, but she's really talented. No one pays attention to the numbers. Come on,
yeah,
she's just
no,
Colors.
yeah, yeah,
She is a really lovely person. I
yeah.
enjoy her. She has a wonderful art style, really. She also does a lot of chibi art and emote, which I think is very great. Another person I really enjoyed recently, which I got to know this year, was his name is Artie Techie. Techie, I don't know. He says techie when I write tech. So tech. So I guess for him the pronunciation is techie. Super lovely dude. I like to be in his streams recently a lot. He's also a designer, more for really design, less drawing, and he's great in animation. So there he's of course someone I know I can relate to ask questions. He helped me with my transition for my stream currently. So yeah.
Fair enough.
And otherwise, it's difficult to say. I didn't have like perfect role models. Another stream I really enjoy watching personally is someone called Angerson. I don't know if it's for his content creation. I just like chatting with him. He doesn't use his mic, but he's very active writing in the chat, and he's a godlike Soraka player. And I really love watching him. How amazing he plays this champion, because he can play her so aggressively without getting too much punished, showing that
I
Soraka can
mean,
really do.
you've never seen me play Soraka top.
Yeah, but he, as an OTP player, so someone will only play Soraka as long as he can. He would not play it off role, but in general, he knows all the limits of her, which is quite cool to see.
Yeah, I used to be that way
And
with Nautilus. Oh, I could get
yeah.
away with some bullshit.
So yeah, watching someone who plays League on a higher level, not just the champion, but in general also his rank, as he's
Yeah.
currently Diamond. He was Master as well in some season, I believe, so
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, that's sort of more your like inspirations, but from that, what's your eventual goal with your channel? Like, do you plan on expanding? Thank you, camera focus. But do you plan on like expanding to other platforms? Do you plan on being more active on YouTube or stuff like that?
Expanding in general, I try to mixer a bit, but I don't find the time. So trying out integrating some more Mixer or YouTube in the future might will be a thing. I don't know how the time will be. should be something doable in the end. Uh, Obviously, social media is always something where I try to be more active. I'm terrible in that. And yeah, otherwise goals for the stream, I want, of course, that it grows. Want to see how fast it grows. It doesn't have to be like the huge next big stream because,
Yeah.
like I said, I enjoy the chats you can follow. Having like, I don't know, 30 viewers gives you still normally a quite nice chat that is always active, but you can follow it. That will be for me already a huge goal to achieve, and everything higher could actually get practice worthy to follow the chat.
Fabulous. Yeah, so literally just like you want to grow your channel pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I want to grow, obviously, but I don't have like high goals. I need to have 100 views every day. I don't know. Just in general, maybe trying to reach partner at some point. If not, getting at least to the 30 to 50 views regularly would be nice.
75 for partner.
Yeah, for partner at 75, but I
Yeah.
would be already very happy with around 50
Oh,
as an
same.
end goal.
uh,
Obviously, there's always room to up.
yeah. Um, Along those same lines, like from what's your goal? What for you? When have you made it? Like when can you say, okay, I'm happy. I'm a stop. Like or not stop, but I've accomplished my goal. I'm happy with where I'm at.
Hmm. I definitely feel like I have a higher focus on the trying to become an illustrator next to it. So my goal would be rather I would want to stream whenever I can next to it because I really enjoy it and I can do the work on stream, of course, as well. And yeah, then like I said, I'm just go how far it goes. I hope it will grow at least to a decent amount of views. Everyone wants that because why streaming if you don't care if it's just always for 0 views?
Mm.
That's it. Otherwise, I hope to have like a small income of it at some point that comes natural with the growth of the channel. I don't want to pressure it. And then more to focus on the art career next to it that I get around the minimum wage living as a mini job out of this. This will be like the goal I have right now. People always say dream high. That will be then more like part time, getting more than just mini job wage, but something between mini job or part time job. Getting this out of my career as streaming and artist will be my goal. Where I say this is where I wanted to be, and now I'm happy with it.
Mhm.
How it is.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned becoming an illustrator and obviously doing the work on stream. But what are your plans for the future? Like, apart from becoming an illustrator, what do you want to do?
Mm, I have found myself very lazy with the studies, so I don't think I don't want to go only in a programming career. Recently, I had a friend suggest I can combine this, of course, as well, that I make more visual programming, like extra stuff for streaming. I definitely want to go in the streaming, supporting Illustrator, maybe integrating later some programming if I feel more ready for it, even though we all know all programmer knows the memes that you're never ready for that. You always will just use Stack Overflow and get into it better. So this is probably what I would like to see myself in the future as someone who really can make most of a living out of. Did home office stuff like illustrating, maybe some programming. What else comes around? I feel still like I'm in the beginning, not even coping anything about this closely, and see that I still finish the studies because if I had learned one thing, whatever you do, study as high as you can, and I will be finishing one degree in something like programming is a perfect degree to finish if you're interested in it because never study something you don't like. This is not fun.
It's a never-ending growing industry at the minute. Yeah.
Yeah, technology, if you can do anything in the direction because you enjoy it in somewhat. And I really enjoy programming, that's why I started to study, and I definitely will ever always think it's fun in somewhat, even though I'm a bit too lazy for that so right now. But I mean, the thing is, if you're in the beginning of a program, you're like, "Ugh." If you finish something, you're so proud of it. The proud
Yeah.
feeling when you actually finished something is so amazing.
See, for
And you
me,
have a final stop in
it's
front of
not
your
the
face.
start. It's not the finish. It's the in between where you're searching for that one fucking semicolon that's missing, and you're just like,
Nah,
I don't know where it is, and you're scrolling through like nine
this
thousand.
is just hard. Believe me, if you're someone interested in programming and feel completely sucking at it, if you're able to just stick to it and get to a point where you finish some own projects, even if it's just a university project, it's so amazing to have that final thing in front of you. And knowing this is maybe not perfect at this, but it's the final version right now. It's, I don't know, patch now 1.0. And this felt so amazing when I finished the first school project we had to do.
Mm.
So I can definitely imagine that I will always have this direction somewhat in it,
Yeah, you're
even
just
if
like,
it's
I
only
did a
part time.
thing.
Yes, I did a thing.
um, Leading more into a bit more into your stream. Is there any advice you can give any people that want to get into programming or into arts or specifically into streaming arts?
For programming, well, studies is definitely nice. There's a book series, Hats First. It seems very nice to start with. So, investing in something like that because you will want to have some courses to learn stuff will helpful. Java is a good language to start with. Otherwise, if you're more interested in web programming, JavaScript is nearly like Java, just better. Worse. JavaScript is worse. Like my program teacher says, the compiler is your friend. That's why you didn't like JavaScript. It doesn't has a compiler. Compiler finds your mistakes. That's why it's your friend.
Yeah.
For art, just start. Do what you have fun with. If you're interested in something, try to improve in that area. There are a lot of tutorials out there. For a specific topic, I will be open for questions, but in general, you just have to see how do others do it and learn from that. Find your own style within it. Mostly, finding your own style is a combination of things you like from other artists. It's not wrong. You just take something you like and try to implement it and make it your own. Not just copying, that means. Making your own means always you take something, learn from it, and do it in your own way by not just simply copying and always draw the same size as everyone else. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. No. It's literally just see something you like, take it and make it your own.
Yeah. Like, I saw a lot of videos on how to improve styles myself, which are showing that sometimes it's just your own style is often just the creation of many. Take inspiration of different artists, different styles like do you like, and make your own out of it. It's general if you want to improve, just copy of many and learn from them what you can, and then your own style will evolve with it if you work on that.
Fair
And
enough.
otherwise, just take a medium you like. Every single medium in art will take its time to improve and will be like a new beginning in some sort if you switch. Like I drew on paper, obviously, my entire childhood, scribbling next to school and whatever I could do. When I went to digital art, it was obviously harder. It has a lot of tools. If you get used to it, it will be nicer to do digital art. It's, in my opinion, if you practice it, one of the easiest art mediums you can use. Do its unlimited options and the fact that you can just undo whatever you did. The magical eraser is the best eraser. But it needs time and it's not It's maybe easier if you get used to it, but you need to learn it first. And you have so many options to improve and create art you could just not do on paper. So it's one medium. If you're interested in painting, which I'm currently trying to learn now from this year on more, oil painting, it's gonna be fun. This is something entirely new, what I never did much myself, so I will be like a beginner and would never treat myself as a experienced artist when it comes to oil painting.
Yeah.
Just pick something you like. The easiest is just take a pencil and paper and draw what you see.
So
Draw simple shapes.
start simple, and then don't get comfortable. Always challenge yourself.
Yeah, challenging is always the more important part. Do stuff you like. Sometimes if you don't feel inspired and you don't know what, just ask other people. I personally enjoy doing commissions because you get challenged to do stuff you normally would not draw.
Hmm.
I someone asked me to draw him a wallpaper with a car in the background and a person with a gas mask and a rifle. I normally would never for myself be interested in drawing a detailed weapon or a gas mask or a car. But I definitely underestimated the time I would spend on the car, but the car looks great. I just say.
Fabulous, fabulous,
Yeah.
my friend. Um,
Yeah.
so what exactly what games are you most excited for that are coming out or have come out in the last year or the next year? And
Mm,
also, I'm gonna tag along to that. What art are you planning to attack? Sort of try out in the next year.
so for games that I'm totally excited for the coming year, Animal Crossing. I'm simply just waiting for it for nearly an entire year. I was so sad when they said it will take longer to release than it did. It will first come out in March this year,
Mm.
and I want to play it. I just want to.
It's
It's
disappointing when a game you want to come out is
yeah,
delayed, but I always see that as a good thing. They know it's not ready for release and they want to iron a
yeah,
few things out first. So in my eyes, unless they completely botch the launch and it's still not fucking anywhere ready, like anywhere near ready, I always see it as a good thing.
yeah. I'm definitely okay with the fact that they say we need more time to make it really good. It's okay. It's just like you're happy. Okay, it comes out end of the year. Then they tell you have to wait. Your first reaction is oh. You can understand, but first reaction was oh.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't pull the Mercus Ladybug season 2 where you waited an entire year and there was every third month like, oh, it's 3 months later. That was annoying. If you have that constantly coming and coming, and I was not sure if it was really coming out then. But the last time they said it will release. It's not season 3. The season 3 came out really fast.
Fair enough. Right.
Um,
Before we you were gonna say something?
no, I was just thinking about what I liked from the last year because there was something you asked as well. I think Little Dragon Cafe came out last year. I wanted to play that for sure. It was cute. But I'm not sure. And I'm not too much into every single game that came out.
Well, if you can think of it, mention it later on. But in between, before we jump into other questions from Discord and chat, we will be accepting some questions from chat. But before that, is that a fucking sword behind you? And also, what is that poster?
That thing you see there is the gunblade
Oh,
of Squall Lionel. And the big canvas you see, it's a painting of the artist Sakimichi-chan. It's like a female version of the Okami wolf my boyfriend wanted. The sword is actually also his. I would not pay for that. I mean, amazingly made. It's full made out of metal, but not exactly this model, maybe. I was thinking about one of my hawk from piece, but it was quite small for the actual size.
Mm.
So yeah, and excuse the mess on that shelf. I done some stuff there before, but yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
a gunblade.
It's a gunblade. Right, so we've got Otterly asking in Discord, how long have you been interested in art, and when did you start making commissions for people?
I've been always interested in art since I can remember. My mother used to paint when we were smaller. She then kind of stopped. She did it here and there as a hobby only, but not that often while I can remember in the last years, but when I was smaller more often. So remember how she took my sister to classes since she was older. I was one or two times only with her in these classes. It was quite nice. But yeah, so that obviously took inspiration that you see something your mother do and your older sister do. I, especially as a kid, always been very much, I guess, affine to what my sister liked and
Yeah,
somewhat.
very impressionable.
Yeah, she's older sister. She's 2 years older, so whatever she does must be right
Yeah.
because she does it, and she's obviously doing is not being yelled at for it and stuff. Like I remember at sixth grade, she told me around for sixth grade we had to choose a specific subject we want to pursue in school,
Yeah.
and she told me I should do this a specific one. She did as well because it's the best if you want to do the go to high school in the German school system. So I did that instead of choosing my own.
Alright.
Because I got told this is the best. My sister says so. It must be right.
Trust me
I
on this.
mean,
Trust me.
to be honest, when I think back, it was like a combination of biology, especially biology, a bit physics and chemistry. And since our biology teacher is always someone who's ill or going to the playground with us, it was the only biology classes I really had. So it had some use.
mm.
Otherwise, I guess I just drew whatever I liked. When I got into manga and anime, obviously I liked drawing these. I remember I drew Pokemon cards. I mean, not the card itself, but the images on the cards to
Yeah.
practice. And yeah, commission. I think I did try when I was more active on DeviantArt there, but no, I was not skilled enough for that, so that fall flat. I did some requests back then. When I started doing streaming, actually someone asked me if I could do something what I did in the currently artwork I did for him personally, and I just said yes. And since then I started doing more of commissions like emotes. I did the emotes of the person as well. He stopped streaming, so
Womp womp.
it's okay. So it was my first emotes I actually drew. I think I drew them even before my own.
Oh.
Not sure yet. Possible. I change my emotes anyway, often enough.
Yeah.
Like, I made my first emotes, didn't like them, changed the color pattern, made new emotes with better color pattern. Then didn't like them either and made my League of Legends. I mean, that one of my emotes, my tier 3 emote, is still the same I did but with my second row, but just because I had no idea what to do as a emote for that.
yeah.
So, yeah. That's what actually got me into doing commissions that earlier to say at some point because I watched other artists. I probably would have come up with it myself, but I started when this one person asked me.
Okay. Yeah, so, speaking of emotes, this is the fucking wonderful person that did my emotes. So, yes, on top of that. Hey! We've got Lord Cookies asking, what's on your bucket list?
Um,
What do you need to do? Like, what do you want to do on your bucket
So
list?
one thing I definitely want to tackle for this year at least will be going to the TwitchCon in Amsterdam.
Hey,
Because I really, really enjoyed the one last year in
join us,
Berlin.
join us.
And so yeah, I really hope I get to the one in Amsterdam again.
Do we have any idea when the tickets are going on sale?
I don't know, last year was around February, I think, so
Fucking
probably
hell.
around time
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
Another thing very long on my bucket list for over a year now was drawing like Bob Ross, which I finally very, very close on.
Very nice.
I have nearly everything I need except liquid clear, and yes, you need that very,
Beats
very
beats
importantly.
the devil out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of things I could improve for my old painting, like better materials and stuff, but I don't care about that right now. For me, it's just get the cheapest rave possible, everything you need.
Mm,
And I paid over 200 euro already
yeah.
this and last month for paints and everything
Damn.
else.
So you're quite
Expensive.
invested in this.
Yeah, I got for Christmas a huge coupon for a very big German art supply store for
Mm.
my dad as a as a gift present, because he went into that store. My mom used to go there. We used to get a huge catalog every year from there. So yeah, that was the store he knew. He went into there, looked at the stuff, and was like, "I will get the wrong stuff if I buy anything. Give me a coupon. Give me a gift card."
Yeah.
And that was the best decision. My sister also agreed. He wrote my sister that he would go there. My sister was like, "What is he trying to get out there?"
Good job, Dad.
Because, yeah, the gift card was literally the best thing he could get. Like, he went to Saturn to get my boyfriend his Christmas present. I told him exactly what we need, and since he hasn't already, he showed it to a staff person, and even the staff person gave him the wrong thing.
Wow.
So
Good
yeah,
job,
we had to
staff
change.
person.
Yes, good job, staff person. Other things I really want to tackle. I want to go to Japan some point in my life. That's like a huge thing. Being in Tokyo, seeing
Weeb.
the Veep scene, you could say, and maybe going to Kyoto, where I like the traditional part in Kyoto, Osaka. I always like to be in an onsen once. Tackle all the things you see in anime and you like, you could say.
Weeb.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So he's also asking any New Year's resolution if you do those.
Yeah, I got a lot into productivity last year, so you betcha I have some resolutions in my mind. I'm terrible, by the way, getting productive. But I have my resolutions. It's the easiest part, making goals. Um, One is to definitely lose weight because I know you only see my head, but I guess it's obviously that I need some weight loss. I'm not perfectly right, and I should stay. It's for healthy reasons, for
Well,
fitness
that's
reasons, and
that's
for
that's
feeling
more of
mentally more.
a that's more of a personal decision.
Yeah, so that's my
Yeah.
resolution. Being healthier, get fit, and lose some weight so you don't hate everything you wear. Especially as a woman, this is important for you,
Mhm.
us. Um, Another thing obviously is for me to improve my stream because that's my general plans. Obviously, it's also planned for the next year resolution. And I also want to learn a lot this year, not just study wise, but also for art. I feel like I have still a lot of holes to fill. So for me this year, I really want to put a huge focus on improving my skills that I have, learning new skills,
Mm.
and this stuff. And I
Well,
think I made
let
myself
let me start
curious.
off that resolution to a good start. Did you know that never ends well when someone starts it off with "Did you know?" No.
Yeah.
Fish jizz out of their mouth.
Please what?
Please what? Fish jizz out of their mouth.
I have no idea what you mean by.
They excrete semen out of their like mouth hole. Yes.
I have no idea.
Most fish will lay eggs onto like the ocean floor, yeah.
Yeah.
And to impregnate them, they send semen out of their mouth.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, some creatures sure have interesting ways to get babies.
Fun times.
I know.
Yeah.
How has that something to do with New Year's resolution? If I can ask you that.
What did it have to do? Like you said you wanted to learn more stuff, so there you go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's true. This one is on me. This one is on me.
You got him.
I sure feel good. I probably will remember it at least for 2 months. I have a very good memory of needless informations.
Yes. That's.
But yeah, my focus was more on obviously study improvement and getting further there, but
Yeah.
learning new
Actually
skills.
finishing your studies, yeah.
Yeah, that will be good, not this year, but it will be good.
Mhm.
But I think that will be mostly everything I have as a resolution. Get healthier, learn more, improve what I have. I mean, next to improving my skills, another wish of mine is to have a certain amount of income that kind of covers the costs I will have this year.
Mm.
Like, Ada gave me some message that the payment was weird working, so I changed it to my PayPal. Before then, my dad nicely paid it for me, and I was like, okay, I can pay that myself. It's $30 a month. I would like to kind of get that in, maybe 40, and then pay a website hosting.
Hello.
There will be all.
Donkey Kong has a long schlong.com. Fantastic website. Definitely recommend you go visit it. I swear it's not porn.
Yeah. And another New Year's resolution will be become platinum in the league. But that is more a personal thing, and just being a higher rank than my boyfriend been when he on his
I
top
asked you
time.
what your New Year's resolution is, not what you dream of.
Hey, I'm gold, okay? Not that far away.
Hey, I'm messing with you. We definitely need to play some League together at some point. Trouble is, I don't play a lot of League anymore, and I'm so much better off for it. Like, League is like as much as
It can be annoying.
I've spent so much time on that game, but like I feel all the more better for having left it behind. Just because of the toxic environment that it creates. Like, fair enough, other games have the same thing. Like, the Rainbow Six Siege community, as much as I love that game, the community is terrible on that. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a good part to the community, and every so often you'll run into, like, a few lads in a game where you just, like, get along like a house on fire. But that it's got the same issue as League, where it's just
it is games that everyone has access to. You always find weird people.
Yeah.
But I understand. Sometimes people in League can be unbearable.
Uh-huh. Which, on that note, Sean got permabanned on his
I
main
know.
account.
I know.
Which I told him, like, for an entire year, whenever I saw him, I'm like, you're gonna get banned on League. And he never believed me, and now he's actually banned a year later. He should have listened.
Yeah, I'm luckily more like I follow the policy to never write in chat. That alone helps you to not get banned.
Yeah, but sometimes you just can't help writing in chat. It's just for fuck's sake, I gotta do this.
Yeah, and sometimes I really have to hold myself back. Like, I know too long ago. Someone told me I have a small thing, you know,
A small
what males
penis.
have. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know how much words I can use in this chat, so
Go for it. As long
I
as
was
it's
so close to
as
tell him I'm a woman and I probably still have a longer one than you. I was so close, but I let it.
you
I
should have.
don't
You
fuel
should
him.
have. No, you should have.
Yeah, I should, but I didn't want it to fuel him. I just wanted the game to be over.
Mm,
But such people are just like, why the frick are you even
yeah.
joining?
But yeah, don't be scared to swear on my channel. I swear like a fucking sailor, and as long as it's like TOS friendly, it's all good.
Yeah, but you should always first
Yeah,
ask before
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
use
yeah.
some sort of word.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Is there any other questions from chat? If not, then I think we are pretty much wrapped up. So we'll give them a little bit of time. Do you have any guilty pleasures?
What do you mean with guilty pleasures?
Something that you really, really enjoy doing, but it's sort of just like, oh, I don't tell anyone because, like, some people would say chocolate, others would be like, it's.
But chocolate is definitely something I enjoy too most. Much.
Others
This
it would
a
be
whole
like
issue
the
about
best
losing weight.
the best example I can give you is some people's guilty pleasures would be like eating an orange whilst having a shit, or just something you wouldn't really normally expect, but you really enjoy doing that one thing.
Hmm. I think League of Legends is actually one of the good pleasures. I don't know why I'm enjoying this, but yeah. It is definitely something I sometimes wonder, like, I feel like League has such a bad image over the time
Oh
that I
yeah.
sometimes feel like I should not like this game anymore.
No,
Then again,
it
there are
definitely
people who play
has.
Fortnite.
Yeah, we won't get into that. But League has definitely got a really bad image
Yeah.
over the
I
years.
mean, I've learned to accept myself the way I am. I'm openly saying I like My Little Pony and watch every episode and movie. That is something not everyone does. Of course, as a female, it's still easier than as a guy,
Yeah.
I would say. But still, I watch that stuff. I watch anime. I watch cartoons. Any kind of sort of like when they're cute. I like Magical Girl. I like Steven Universe. It's such a great show. I really recommend it. Next to Hazbin Hotel. There was an amazing episode and nothing for children.
Well, I'm sort of more into at the moment I'm watching the Shadowhunter series, which is a spin-off of the Mortal Instruments book series and film,
Hmm.
which is quite interesting. It's got nothing to do with the film itself because they go on a different path, but if you haven't seen Mortal Instruments and you're into stuff like magic or mythology, like it's got not much to do with mythology, but it's in that same realm of like magic and like mythological creatures and all
Hmm.
that. Definitely solid recommendation of a film, and the series isn't too bad either. But what's your favorite film slash TV show of all time
Uh,
and at the moment?
all time favorite. Let's start with this show. So I'm a huge fan of Steven Universe, and from the cartoons, it's definitely my number one.
Mm.
I didn't watch too many series that are not cartoons, to be honest. So I will put that actually at my favorite all time, and Steven Universe Future, the new season, is definitely at the moment my favorite because I don't know, I enjoy the new adulty Steven. It's better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Movie that this depends. I'm in general I always say Aristocats is my favorite movie because I love cats and I love the music. It's such a nice Disney classic. But it's very hard to choose. I also like Tangle a lot, Baymax, Stitch, or which I also really like was Doctor Strange. So obviously the movie is also
Hmm.
very high for me. But I will be around the tops. Oh, the Steven Universe movie as well was great, just amazing.
Okay. What about your favorite song and band of all time or at the moment from
All
Cookies?
all time is so hard to choose. I just find myself not listening to songs anymore that much because I overhear them, I feel. So overall for all time, I think I cannot choose. Band I didn't make much of choosing. I enjoyed a lot of songs from Fall Out Boys and Queens is also nice. So these will be high ranked bands in general I'll listen to. And song, that is a difficult even to choose a moment favorite song because I like so many,
Yeah.
and they're currently switching. And I also listen to a lot of show and movie music. So
Yeah.
few favorites I have currently will be the Steven Universe soundtrack in general. The movie was great and the soundtrack is great. Um, Opening of a few animes I definitely listen currently a lot to. Or yes, it's actually also just show and movie music I'm listening to. Sometimes I feel like no one is interested in my play if my music I would listen to in general privately because it's just songs of shows and movies,
Hmm.
etc.
I sort of get that. Like a lot of the music I listen to, the people that watch my streams would like or wouldn't mind. But a lot of it, I'm sort of like, I don't really want to play that on stream just because like it's not gonna appeal to everyone.
Yeah. So then in these moments I normally I either go for electro swing, which is such a nice music direction.
Give me like a top three songs. You don't have to rank them one to three, but
Okay.
top three songs that you like.
Let me open Spotify. Because there are definitely the songs I will enjoy most right now. Um, and I will find them in the list because I've put them in. Everyone can toss a coin to the original because that's just a song that stuck in your head and won't leave.
I haven't heard that song yet.
It's from the Witcher series. I
Yeah,
watched
no, I
all of
haven't.
those.
I'm gonna start it soon, but I haven't started it yet. I'm sort of just saving it until like it's all done and complete. And I
It's all out. It's just 8 episodes. If you want to wait further, you can wait until 2021. Then comes the next season.
yeah,
So 8 episodes, no more.
yeah, but like
For now.
I'm one of those guys who like to binge watch the entire series, then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, then you have to wait another year or two.
Yeah, but like I'll prefer to binge watch the entire thing,
Hmm.
then move on to the next thing, binge watch that, just sort of like get it all of that one thing done, and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
top three,
I'm
top three.
yeah. I'm going slowly through the list and making sure I don't oversee anything because if I really enjoyed the song, obviously I would have put it in because I don't have it too long yet. Um. So I don't make any rankings. These three are all going on the same place, you could say.
yeah.
And just can't decide because if I would have now to say my first place go to, I already would be unable to choose. One of my very favorites probably goes to yeah, actually go for it. I don't know. I have to see if I find the anime name. It will be a long name, but it's from a sports anime, and I really love this song. Listening to it all the time. So I think the title really high. Is this one? Yeah, Onega Masu is the song. It's a sports anime about doing sports in the gym and stuff. And I really enjoy the upbeat sound of this song. And it makes me just want to do sports. And I could listen to it for hours currently. So that's my first song for the top
Okay.
three. a song I can listen to while doing sport that motivates me and makes me feel full of energy.
Hmm.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Um, Second song, still difficult. Let's see. What songs do I enjoy still? Hmm. I definitely would go for one song of Steven Universe because I really enjoy the show. Probably will be a movie song. These has mostly stuck to my head. Still a difficult choice, but I guess I go for Other Friends because even though Independent Together has nicer lyrics, Other Friends has such a great beat to it.
Okay.
So it's sung by the Mole as a villain. She becomes good,
Yeah.
like mostly everyone in this show, because of changing people's mindset. But yeah, Other Friends, sung by the villain in Steven Universe, also a great song. Now comes the last one. And I'm still scrolling just up and down on the list I have made on Spotify, hoping I find one feels enlightening.
Enlighten me,
Yes.
magical fairy of the rock.
Yeah, why not? Um, should go for another classic I really enjoy listening to, I guess. Maybe a Disney song. Disney also has great songs. I would say the best song that comes to my mind if I don't think about Disney will be Prepared with Under. It's just such a good song.
I don't know. I've just got. I kind of just steer away from anything like Disney songs. Cause
Yeah.
I have PTSD with Disney songs. Cause that's like one of my exes. That's all she would listen to 24/7 is Disney fucking
Yeah,
songs,
I can
and it
understand
drove me
that.
fucking insane. It was like fucking oh.
Otherwise, let's go for classic song of actually a real
Mm,
singer, songwriter that I really enjoy listening to,
yeah.
even though who sung it. Um, I mean, there will be either a song of probably ABBA or Queens because I really enjoyed listening to these. It's a bit older, but who cares? Um,
Still a great fucking choice.
yeah, both are great. Queens has something unique to it, so I think ABBA is still the ones I was listening to more often. Even though I really will always like We Will Walk You, it's such a great
Mm.
rhythm to it. Um, but I think I would rather go for a song from ABBA, not Mamma Mia, that's boring. Rather like either Does Your Mother Know, or which also is great is like it's so difficult to choose. Either Does Your Mother Know, Money Money is great, and the third one. Which was the third one?
There was a third
Mm,
one.
yeah, third one I like of that song, but something from ABBA. ABBA has so much great songs.
Yeah.
Let's say it like that.
Very, very sing along, ABBA.
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick top three for me. Definitely, my favourite song of all time is definitely Harvey Danger um, doing Flagpole Sitter. So,
Mm.
Flagpole Sitter, the song by Harvey Danger. Awesome classic punk song. Um, After that, it would be. Ooh, it would have to be Bullet by Hollywood Undead, just because
Mm.
it has the most upbeat song. The most upbeat rhythm and song to the most depressing lyrics ever. It's such a contrast because the song is happy and gleeful and all that shit like flowers and sunshine and rainbows, double rainbows, and fluffy unicorns and all that shit. But the lyrics are just down and depressing, and it's the most contrast you've ever seen, and it just makes for an awesome song. Um,
Mm.
Third place would have to be tied for Dear God by Avenged Sevenfold, and it might sound very weird, but Enormous Penis song, just because I've heard it so much. Whenever
What sort of
life gets
fun
you
songs can be?
down and leaves you
What sort-
wearing a frown, and the gravy train has left you behind. When you're all out of hope, down at the end of your rope. I've heard it so
Sometimes
much.
such fun songs can be enjoyable. Like I
Yes.
also love listening to the Lux Mix song. It's just a song made of Lux's voice lines. But since she has only upbeat and positive voice line, it's so full of
Oh,
wonderful,
the
cheerful
Lux
stuff.
mix.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Some people find it annoying. I can
T,
understand why,
T
but
mix.
it's just so filled with positivity, and I love Lux for her positivity. So yeah, definitely also a
Double
great song.
rainbow.
What does it mean? But yeah, that's
Anyway,
difficult to choose.
that's pretty much all the questions I have for you.
Oh, then I thank you for asking.
Mhm. Um, any last words or bits of advice you would like to share with the world?
Um, bit of advice. Don't sit on the couch or the bed, especially the bed. I know the bed is better than the couch. And be lazy like I am. Do something. Have fun. Do what you love. Go for the job you love. You can do everything you want. Blah, blah, blah. But I really believed it. I really tried to become whatever I want to be and make it by just giving everything I have. So people can always change.
Any last
And
words?
yeah. And otherwise, stay positive, have fun, and have a lovely life. Have a nice new year, accomplish all your goals, and stuff like that.
Solid advice. Solid
I know.
advice. Cannot complain.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate you joining us for this interview. Um, we will be choosing another streamer of the month very shortly. So enjoy the role while you have it. I hope it actually helped you and a few new people came to your channel and all that jazz. Shared the love. But again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing more about yourself to the community.
Thank you for having me. I
'Cause-
really like the idea you have there with the
mm,
stream of the month.
yes. It just helps gain more exposure to the people that are in the community, to the community, which is something I am adamant I really want more of. So that's why it's a thing. And obviously, this will be up on YouTube for anyone who missed it or anyone you want to share it with specifically. It will be up on YouTube later on in the week. So again, thank you for joining me. I will be playing Dead by Daylight in like 10 minutes. So I'll be going back, I'll end the stream and then go back live in about 10 minutes. If anyone wants to join me for some Dead by Daylight action. But as always, hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Rockfairy, for joining me.
No problem.
Yeah,
And I wish you luck for Dead by Daylight.
fabulous! Anyway, I will catch you guys in a short while. Penis!